Okay. Hi.
Hey everyone!
Hello, thanks for joining us.
Welcome back to Talking with My Sisters.
Yeah. That's the name of it.
So today we are discussing quality time. So I'm going to start out by saying what I feel like quality time means to me. I feel like it's easy for us to be together, but I don't feel like that's quality time. I feel like quality time is when you're like really sitting down, talking face to face, and getting to know each other. So
And you're
Not
talking
being on
about
our
your
phone.
kids,
yeah,
your family.
So that's what I was gonna say. We probably should be more specific. So quality time as far as
like no
spouse,
phones.
but well, so I think that's like a general in my mind is like no phones, no this or that. But quality time is quality time with your spouse, your significant other, but also quality time with your children, quality time with yourself, quality time as a family, right?
Hmm.
So I think last couple of weeks our thing was quality time with our spouses, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So for me, I did not get that.
Why?
So my husband is working a lot of hours right now, so that we can start saving to buy a home. So he's working as many hours as they'll give him. So that means I don't see him very often, and when he is home, he's sleeping. So
A lot of
with him,
sacrificing.
yeah, that's the stage we're in right now. Sacrifice.
What about you?
Well, this week, as far as like with my husband goes, I don't think we did get a lot of quality time because like he does have odd hours, so we see each other in the morning and then in the evening when he gets home, usually it's like after 7:30. And then I'm on my computer usually doing homework or working. So this week, I don't think we got a lot of quality time, but yeah, sometimes. Oh wait, I lied. I just remembered. So like
Remember,
we
he's gonna
did,
be watching.
yeah, we did get to go on a little road trip to Garland. So I think that's quality time because we get to be in the car, just me and him, and talk about different things and just when it's just me and him, I feel like that's when we can just talk, whether it's going out to dinner or whatever. And that's kind of like when we're able just to get everything out, whether it's about us or kids or, whatever, life in general. And um, so, yeah, we did get to spend some quality time, just probably not as much as we'd like, but I guess that's a part of life, maybe.
Hmm.
For me, let me see. We didn't get quality time, so we did a remodel here at the house because my husband was had free time from work because he's construction. So if there's materials don't get delivered, or in our case, it was raining the last few weeks, they don't work. So we didn't get like the quality time that we normally would get. We didn't go out to eat or anything, or the time that we spend alone was we were both so tired. Just I had a lot of things going on at work and this and that, so and I feel like now that I hear it out loud, we're making a lot of excuses as to why we don't. So that's probably why we're not getting quality time. Because I feel like if we made it a point, whether it be in the morning before everybody goes to work and say, okay, we're going to get up an extra 30 minutes and that's going to be our time. Boom. And then just be purposeful about doing it. Because we know that throughout the day, we're definitely not going to. And then the afternoon, kids are at practice or he's getting home late or dinner time and getting ready for the next day or whatever that looks like. Maybe if we just said, okay, instead of getting up at 7 or 6:30 or whatever, we're going to get up in 30 minutes earlier and sit down and do that. Have a cup of coffee, read scripture, or just talk about how you agitated me yesterday. No, I don't know. But I mean, because y'all saw my not you guys, but I was sending them videos of their remodel, and man, I could I could not get any work done while they were there. My daughter and my husband were just, yeah. So we didn't get the quality time, and we have a lot of, my husband and I are to a point to where we don't have little ones at home. The boys are very self-efficient to where they get their homework done, they're doing this, so we have that opportunity, we just don't talk about it.
I was just
a
gonna
lot.
say that too. I think with me and her, because we live together, there's a lot of us in the house that it's harder, I think, for us to get even quality time at home because I mean, I think it would be hard for us to have like one-on-one time with our husbands in the morning because if we're sitting at the coffee table or at the table having coffee, they're not getting their time because we're over here, or you know what I'm saying? So I think in that aspect it is harder because there is a lot of people in the house. But for you guys that don't have just the boys here, I think it's probably
Well, that's what would work for me, but I'm saying in your situation, like you said, so what does that look like? Okay, well, he doesn't work Saturday or Sunday or whatever his days off because I don't know y'all's schedule. Then go, okay, well, we're going to go have breakfast, or we're going to go to the park, or we're going to, because I know for you, you haven't really had a whole lot of help as far as like childcare or anxiety and leaving the kids. So you have that now, and it's utilizing what you have.
Yeah.
So it's not maybe, even if it's once a week, maybe starting out, maybe not a daily thing, because I don't know.
I think we had talked about me and Junior at least that we would try to start going because we are trying to save money, so we don't want to like spend it going out every weekend. So I think we talked about picking one night out of the month for just me and him, and then one day out of the week or out of the month for us to do something as a family. So, but like I said, we're trying to save money, so we're kind of being greedy in that aspect too. So I guess just picking and choosing.
You can go to Waffle House and y'all can eat for like $12. $12 is not that bad.
No, it's not.
So, I mean, just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we as a family, me and my great mind, whatever, I was like, let's do family dinners. So every Sunday, I make them come to my house and have dinner.
Kicking and screaming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Because Nana, you can relate. I mean, we haven't been around family like that. So, and then you came from Colorado, where that's where our brothers are, our mom and dad is. So it was like a given. You were raised around that. So now I have them. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all are giving me Sundays. Unfortunately, the last 3, maybe 4 Sundays we haven't had a Sunday dinner for the simple fact that I know I was out of town, and then this weekend 2 of my kids were falling off of scaffolds, so we just canceled that. And then I can't remember the other 2, but so it's not like it's not planned, it's just life happens. And so we try to make sure though that we dedicate some time as far as getting together. But we also realized, you guys remember the conversation about, even though we have family dinners, we're not spending time together. We pray, we eat, and then everybody leaves. Or, the moms are here, the guys are outside, the older kids are in their world, and then the babies are playing. So the next family dinner, we have a surprise. And I'm not telling you what it is because y'all will probably see this video. So you're going to love it though. Whether you want to or not. No, I'm joking. So the thing is quality time as far as spouse time, your own time, your kid time. What do you guys do? Tell us. Do you, schedule it and forget it and make sure that it's in your plan and you do it? You have to be purposeful, and we've talked about being purposeful and getting us to where we need to be.
What about kid time? What does that look like to you guys, like with the kids? Because they're all different ages. All of our kids are different ages. So what does that look like with you guys?
You mean like individual kid time? Oh.
or together, whichever.
Well, I guess with the boys, yeah, they don't want to be around mom and dad.
And that's what's hard
Because
is
they're
teenage
14.
boys. Yeah, how do you do
one
that?
has a girlfriend and the other one, I don't know. So we were supposed to go watch a movie Friday night, and we didn't do that. I don't remember what happened. Because their dad was going to be out of town. So I was like, oh, well, that'll be a good time for mom and boy time, But then that didn't I can't remember what happened. And then y'all know my story this weekend. So that went out the door. I think Ruben and I get more quality time than Rudy. For the simple fact that Ruben will be the one that's with me most of the time when I'm driving to games or practice or whatever. And so not this last Thursday before he went in, we talked about the whole girlfriend thing, So we have those times. Rudy's the one that I don't spend a whole lot of time with.
What about the older ones?
Sunday dinners. Well, because Steven is working. I mean, he's got his whole family life, and so I have to learn to share that. Or fit in whenever they have time. But he does really well. Him and Kayla, they come out and they do participate and put up with my craziness whenever I ask them to. Jenny is working and in school, so we actually tried to have that time. Saturday we were in the middle of lunch when we got the phone call about Crystal and Rudy. So we did do that. And then Crystal, she's here. She was like right across the yard from me, so we don't have just like one-on-one time, but I see her a lot. Maybe can't go to the gym with her. You do. She's mean to me now. What about you? Because you have all kinds, and you don't have one here, so that's hard. And she's getting ready to have a baby.
Yeah, it is hard. I think, like with Angel and which is my oldest, and then Veronica, she's my youngest daughter. Like I feel like the time with them, it's easier to get that quality time because we just randomly just sit there and talk about anything, whether it's something they're going through or just whatever. And then but sometimes it's hard because, like I said before, I work in my room and I do my homework in my room, so I'm in my room like a majority of the time. So sometimes they'll just come in and lay on my bed and just start talking, and it doesn't bother me because, I feel bad when I'm in my room and not being out there socializing or, just being with my family, and it sucks, but I mean, it's what it is right now. As far as Javi goes, because he's a teenage boy, like he connects with his dad more right now, and they could talk about cars and everything else, and like I get a little hurt by it because because me and Javi used to have, I'm not saying we have a bad relationship, but we used to be able to like we were so close before. And then he started growing up and started going, and he needs his dad. That's a good thing, but I just get so sad because I'm like, son, we don't ever talk anymore because we just sit there and talk about everything. So that's a little heartbreaking. And like, I want to spend that time with him. I just don't know what to talk about. And I feel like he gets bored. And then we're by ourselves, like in the car or something. We're yelling at each other a little bit because of the way he drives. And he's not a bad driver, but because I'm mom and I freak out, I gotta have control over the wheel. I'm like, son, slow down, don't do this, don't do that. And he's like, Mom, it's okay. And
you're gonna make me wreck.
Yeah, so I mean, I try to talk to him, and he gets a little shy when I try to bring up girls. He's like, Mom, that type of thing. So that kind of, I think Victor does that more.
See, I worry about the boys and their dad talk with
me too.
The boys just, Ruben, and you guys know, he has no filter. None. So he'll talk about whatever. Sometimes I'm the one that's like, Ruben, stop. I'm your mom, but maybe because Javi's your only boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then like with Felicia, you know, when
The Felicia.
she's in Colorado, and we're trying to get her to move here, her and her boyfriend, because she's getting ready to have a baby in February. But
How's that going?
it's going, you know, so we're trying to get her moved down here. So I do try to make trips to Colorado more frequently because I, you know, to spend time with her. This last time, was it October or September? Anyway, not too long ago we went, and I went for 7 days to be there with her for her sonogram, her ultrasound, to see the gender, and it was so much fun. Like I enjoyed it so much. Like I don't think I've ever really had that much time with just me and her. Her boyfriend was there too, but then I got to know him as well, so that was nice. Like I seen a different side of them. The whole
they're
time.
adult and not the little
Yeah,
10-year-old Felicia.
yeah. So I say we spent quality time because we were together all the time, and she stayed with me at Dad's, and so like that, just like I cherish those moments. So now that she's far away, it's like we try to grab onto what we can. You know?
You cherish that time
Yeah.
more because you're not, and that's when I know when you lived in Nebraska, when you saw your family, you just wanted, there was not enough time to see everybody and spend on it. It was like, oh my gosh, 4 days already went by. So that's the whole thing that I'm coming back around to, is now having you guys here is, okay, I want to do everything. Like we went to the pumpkin patch. We were supposed to go to the zoo. That didn't work. So we do a lot of things as family, but not individual families maybe as much. I mean, we went to Houston a couple weeks ago, right? So, and that was nice, but it's hard. I don't know if anybody out there has mastered that, then let us know. I've heard, and I know that they say, like, if you plan it, you write it down, it stays there, then do it. Don't let anything come in between you and that unless it's an emergency.
And I think that's where we all struggle with, is life and balancing that. You know what I mean? And because like we had talked about before, you plan on doing something, and then something totally out of your control happens, and it's like, and it doesn't just happen once. It's like boom, boom, boom all the time. So, you know, maybe being flexible too, but still getting that time in.
Yeah.
What about you with your boys?
Sorry.
You're tearing.
I think I get plenty of quality time with Mira.
She won't let her go.
She's attached.
Her shadow.
With the boys, I don't know. I feel like we get decent quality time because I think right now they're comfortable talking to me about anything. Not that they're like teenagers, so they don't have awkward stuff to talk about yet. But
Oh, just wait.
I don't want to know.
It'll happen.
But they're interested in hanging out with Mom right now. So like over, what was it? Saturday we made pie, homemade from scratch pie. So
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, which was, most of it was me and Marcelino, my older one. But D'Angelo got in there too, so it was nice to kind of have that time. But like I said, we're trying to save money and stuff, so we don't go like do anything. But I think it is important that we pick some time to go do that stuff. It's just,
There's a fly in my house. I thought it'd be a good idea if the door was open.
but I think we will.
I know she's
She's
calling.
being summoned.
I'll be there in a minute, honey.
I think, well, plus we've only been here for like going on 3 months, so we're still trying to get used to the area and things to do. We just came from a town that had nothing to do there. So I think it's partially overwhelming how much there is to do now. So
So now what? Do we end this?
okay, so how do you plan for this week to get quality time with individuals in your immediate family, like your husband and your kids?
Yeah. So I know, so this week, so all the games are done. So the boys probably would, have been saying they want to do like a family game night, which it has to be really quick because by 8 o'clock, I'm like, I want to go to sleep. No. So maybe try to do that this week with them at one point. My son is working, and so when he comes home, maybe, well, Saturday we're going to go out. I know that. But that's not one-on-one. That's kind of like a group thing. But we'll see how that works. Like I said, we have quality time. We have time. It's just by the time we don't do anything with it. Like we're laying in bed watching TV. So maybe not do that is what I'll have to do.
Maybe turn the TV off for an hour and just talk.
Oh Lord, 30 minutes. Let's do 30 minutes, and then it'll probably go to that. But let's. Not that I don't love him, but
stay there. You can't come up here right
we
now.
talk a whole lot. Yeah.
You cannot come up here.
So go check over there. What about you? What are you gonna try to do? Oh, we're gonna have some family dinner Sunday. Are we back on track?
Yeah.
What is this Sunday? Yeah. So we'll do that.
Maybe you'll get to see some footage from our Sunday dinner.
We are going
Okay,
to because
personal
we've got a
space
good
dinner.
surprise.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
We
I
think
think
it's
it's
a
going to be more
surprise.
fun for us than everybody
Now our
else.
kids are kind of like, what do we want? Yeah, you do not want to miss the Sunday dinner. So what about you? Because you are going to be, I mean, you're at home, but you're in your room.
Yeah.
So can you set up a schedule to do like, I'm going to work from 9 to 11, take a lunch break from 11 to 12, and then I'm going to work from 12 to 3, and then do homework from 4 to 5, 4 to 6, do dinner. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I tried to do that. But like for me, I'm not a planner. I never have been, and I'm not like I haven't never been, one of the moms that are just like, oh, we got to keep you on a schedule, and let's do this, and at that time we got to do that. Like I've never been like that, and it's probably part of my problem. But it is what it is. But I know what I have to do. I know I need
So yeah,
to,
go inside, honey.
make that time for my kids
you, babe.
and for my husband and everything, and it's just doing it, like, just like, okay, because like I don't plan stuff, like I'll look at my day, at the end of the day and just kind of be like, where am I at? Because if I don't work, then I don't get the hours and I don't get paid. So, that's like a big important thing.
But if you had an outside job that you went to, you would be gone
Right, I'd be gone
that whole
anyway.
time. So it's hard being at home because, like last week when they were doing the remodel, I was here and they thought I was here to serve them.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I really do work. So it's hard.
And that was part of the thing about me working from home, because it was supposed to be a temporary thing, and it still is, but it's just lasted longer than we anticipated. But
Which is good.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a blessing because I was here for the kids. I'd be able to do what I needed to do for them. Like tomorrow, like Angel just texted me and said, I have a job interview tomorrow at 10. So, if I don't, if I were to go out and work at a job, then that, I would have my time over with, and then I'd have, you know what I mean? But here, if I go, sorry, if I stop in the middle of the day to do something, I got to make up those hours sometime. So I'm working Monday through Sunday, whether it's however many hours, and then doing my homework on top of that. But, I will go out there and hang out with the kids or, whatever. And we made it a point to start going to church on Sundays, and all the kids are going with us now. They really enjoy it. So that's like time that we get as well, I think. So yeah, it's just really just making sure that we get it in there. As far as like planning it, I just like I've tried using the Google Calendar or whatever, and I had it all planned out how my day was gonna go, and then it was like a left turn. So one thing that happened through the whole entire day off, just because of.
So instead of picking up where you should be at that point, you want to try to make up for what you lost?
I have to, because of the hours. I have to make up those hours at some point. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's what makes it hard.
You guys have to be quiet for a minute,
Okay.
okay?
Well, we're gonna see how this all goes this week, and then we'll let you know.
Yes.
We're definitely gonna try to take pictures, do videos, stuff like that, and keep you guys up, on the week how it goes, and then come back and say this is a total fail. It was a half accomplishment or full accomplishment. Does that sound like a plan? Late days,
Yes.
and we're being summoned. Yeah, this is like.
The babies are getting restless.
Yeah, so we will leave you at that. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, thumbs up. I don't know what that means, but
All of the above.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll come back next week, and y'all have a blessed week, prosperous week, and we're out of here.
Peace out.